This way!
How did they switch directions like that? They just turned. I said it last episode, but I might as well say it again. There's only 8 ninja on this roof, and not 9 like Pakun says later. The 9th isn't Shino, since that's a whole different thing. So my question is, where did the 9th come from? Did he just see the 2 squads going after them and just decide to join them? No, you're right. Let's just have Boruto instead of a show where we get to find out where the 9th guy came from.
There are 2 squads behind us. That's 8 ninja. Wait. No, there's 1 more. That's 9 ninja following us.
See? Where's the 9th guy? Hand continuity, kunai continuity, and 9th guy continuity? I got that on lock.
We're going back over our footprints. If we pull this off, our footprints will seem to disappear.
This is a really cool idea. In a world like Naruto, where a lot of it is sensory and chakra based already, an idea as simple as messing with footprints seems really refreshing. In a real life setting, looking at footprints is something you would do, but in Naruto, it's somewhat of an afterthought. So when implementing something like this that focuses on physical tracks, it leads to an unexpected moment for the viewer. JJK did this thing kind of inversely during the hidden inventory arc, and there it was done really well too. Okay, a question. If someone, probably Naruto, didn't fuck this up, do you think it would have worked? Pakun guesses they're probably jonin, so my guess is probably not. Like, it would have been just the same outcome, right? The footsteps were moving forward, so why wouldn't they just keep moving forward?
Listen, guys, we don't have much choice. We're gonna have to ambush them.
An ambush? That could work.
No, it's no good.
The fact that there's genuine dialogue of what to do is cool since it makes what actually happens seem natural, but is it not weird that Naruto is the one that originally has the idea? I feel like if they wanted for it to be more in character, Sakura would have been good here. Maybe I'm just underestimating Naruto's brain, but like, I feel like he's too dumb to think of an ambush.
My guess is that they're all jonin level.
Naruto does this thing to hype up opponents, so when they lose it makes the winner seem powerful. And this is one of those cases. Not only does this line make it so Shikamaru just seems like fucked when they're at that whole thing, it makes Asuma seem super cracked when he beats them all. And if you want to use the latter method, trademark rejected, it makes Kisame later seem even more powerful.
The ninja on the run must be completely quiet and must find the enemy first. They have to be able to catch the pursuers off guard at a location where they can do a lot of damage quickly and then conceal themselves again just as quickly.
Shikamaru talking about the conditions for an ambush further shows he's a strategist. Is it something we already know? Yes. But is it something that reinforces a character trait while also pushing the dialogue to where it needs to end? Yeah.
Orochimaru is a former leaf ninja, so on the second condition, we're out of luck. Our pursuers have studied the layout of this village, and I have to assume that they've been put through simulated practices for this mission.
This is what makes him such a good strategist. I can't believe I'm quoting this, but in The Art of War by Sun Tzu, it says, "Ponder and deliberate before you make a move." That is the base of strategy, and is very much how Shikamaru operates in Part 1 Naruto. And this line here reinforces that. Yeah, sure, it might look like they have the advantage, but thinking further into it shows it's not a good move. It's something that no one else thought of, which makes Shikamaru stand out.
And what are the 4 of us? A fool, a kunoichi with no particular talent, and me, the shirker who doesn't even want to be here.
This is important later, so just keep it in the back of your big fucking galaxy brain.
And right now, only one plan makes sense. Just one. A diversion that only looks like it's an ambush. So one of us is gonna stay behind and slow them down.
I glaze the hell out of Shikamaru, but I'm gonna be honest, it's a little out of character for him to come up with this that fast. Sure, he has time to think about it during this whole dialogue, but like, I don't know, it seems way too fast. I get we have to keep the episode moving, but just like, give us a second.
The one who acts as a decoy will probably die.
Let's talk about sound and tone. Throughout this whole dialogue, we hear wind and branches. But now that we hear that one of these characters we've been following closely might die, the sound cuts and the tone is noticeably darker. And it's just so well done. Like, look at everyone's reactions. Having to sit there and realize that someone they've known since damn near the academy, is likely about to get murdered from a surprise mission. I'm gonna get into a lot of it later, but it's just such a good tone switch, and it's just so peak.
All right, I guess that I'm gonna have
I'm the only one who can do it.
Shikamaru!
Why does it have to be you?
Shikamaru volunteering is a really good character moment. It shows a ton of loyalty, and that's pretty important for his character. He's not on Team 7, so his level of teamwork wouldn't be on par with any of theirs. He doesn't give a shit about Sasuke, but he does care about Naruto, at least to some degree, since he literally visited him in the hospital. He even mentions other reasons, like him having the best chance of living and the best chance of execution. So not only does it show loyalty, but it further shows his fucking 5 head.
Anyway, I'll catch up with you later.
So that was a fucking lie.
Okay, really cool shot. Let's talk about it. With the tone we were just shown, and with how the story seems to be taking us, first-time viewers could very much see this as a goodbye to Shikamaru's character, which is really hard-hitting. Sure, he might have not been the most likable up to this point, but this moment would flip that feeling the viewer might have. This moment in general is really what makes you start to like Shikamaru as a character. So seeing this shot, with him having noticeable shadow over him, it makes Shikamaru's fake send-off really sad. Like, think about this real quick. If he did die, the situation would be that a young teen, damn near a child, just got thrown into like a mini war and was murdered because a fuck-ass snake just wanted to instigate. This shot shows what that feeling is to the victim, and that's genuinely never brought up, like, anywhere.
No matter how much you try to erase the signs of your passage, we'll find you.
It's on cooldown. I'm sorry. I can't do it twice this fast.
The enemy's coming up fast.
What?
I wonder if he's even trying back there.
Now, we can talk about that line. It's shown, so I won't go, like, too into detail, but him saying that allows this moment to happen. It allows the viewer to think that he didn't try. So when they find out that he actually does try, it makes the moment seem larger.
He's lazy, and he's always complaining about everything, but he would never betray us. But if he says he's gonna do it, then he'll do it, and that's for sure.
It makes sense that Naruto would be the one to back him up. As I've said, he was the only person we saw visit Naruto after he fell asleep at the wheel. And also in flashbacks throughout the series, they were friends during the academy. Even though it's like, kind of retcon and confusing, but we don't talk about that.
His footprints are irregular. Anxiety is probably increasing his fatigue.
It might be weird that the Sound Ninja only talks about one person here, but it kind of makes sense. In a lot of the trail hunting, besides one of them, we only see one set of footprints. So the Sound Ninja, for some reason, believe that there's only one person.
Oops, sorry. I was supposed to be the guy who didn't want to get involved.
This whole moment kind of shows how smart Shikamaru is. He outsmarted 9 probably Jonin ranked ninja as a genin. Like, he made his footprints shaky so they would drop their guard, just so his plan would work. Cause after all, let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. That quote actually kind of hits harder than the other one. If you know, you know.
Like our footprints. This is what I used to make the paw prints.
Did he carve that? Weird looking stick. Real obvious one, but the shakiness in his shadow possession shows how tired he is. That's cool.
Wait a minute. 8?
No, there's one more. That's 9 ninja following us.
Of course. The 9th one's role is to protect against an ambush.
Maybe I'm overthinking this, or rather overanalyzing this, but doesn't it feel like Shikamaru should have already thought of this? Ninja move in squads? There's 9 people there? Paku notices him later than the others? Like, I don't know. All the signs point to the 9th being a lookout, but for some reason Shikamaru just, like, didn't pick up on it? I don't know. Kunai continuity. Yeah, I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck. These gotta be, like, specifically made kunai for them to be that damn small. Usually kunai are noticeably big, but these ones fit in, like, the palm of someone's hand.
This will draw out that 9th ninja and reveal where he's hiding.
This is smart and hella confident. He knew the 9th ninja would do this. And if for some reason the 9th ninja didn't, Shikamaru would have fucking died.
Looks like those ninja aren't chasing us anymore.
Awesome! Shikamaru succeeded! The delay tactic worked!
Yay, yippee! Now he's gonna fucking die. Like, what?
Now we can focus on catching up to Sasuke.
This is good. Now that we've gotten the Sound Ninja situation, which has been prevalent since the mission began, out of the way, we can actually move on with the storyline. Very cool.
Well, as you say, it appears I'm at my limit.
Another obvious one, but Shikamaru being at his limit makes the viewer think he's cooked, which is why Asuma saving him is really big. He's so damn cold. I'm gonna go a lot into Asuma's intro, but for now, the tonal shift is insane. The viewer goes from thinking we're about to see a child get game-ended to now realizing we're about to see an introduction to a new character. Seriously, he was like cooked. So now Asuma saving him seems super huge. Yeah, that guy's dead, by the way. There's no way he's not. On a real note, Asuma absolutely running the Sound Ninja's fades make him seem super powerful. They were thought to be jonin, and Asuma is just shitting on them. So overall, it makes us, the viewer, think he's powerful. Like, this intro just shows us the level he's at, which makes the people he faces later also seem powerful. Also, him helping Shikamaru here expands on their relationship. This and the whole IQ test thing makes it so the viewer now has a great idea of their relationship, which sets up, you know.
You did well, Shikamaru.
Yeah, but it was way too much work.
This also expands on their relationship. They're student and sensei, but we haven't seen this dynamic of characters be this familiar with each other. Like, and this might sound weird, but they seem like genuine friends and not student and master, just by this line alone. So, the end of this episode does something really cool. There's nothing to talk about in the last couple minutes, like, substance-wise, but now that we've gotten the Shikamaru and Sound Ninja stuff out of the way, it reminds us what's happening and gets us back on track. For example, we see Sasuke following Temari, Kankuro, and Gaara. Then we see Naruto, Sakura, and Pakun following them. Then we see Orochimaru about to gain control over Hashirama and Tobirama. So yeah, there's nothing new to the viewer here, but it reminds them the things that are happening and lets them know what's coming next. There's no more sidetracking. On to the big parts. And normally, I would say that's stupid, but in this case, it makes sense since we didn't even see anything besides Shikamaru for this whole episode. This episode is a personal favorite and kind of always will be. Part of me can't even tell if this episode is actually good, but I just like the substance and that pushes it all forward. Like, this episode is just dialogue when you look at it, but it's cool and interesting. I think I've already said this, but Shikamaru's part in the Konoha Crush is one of my favorite parts about Naruto Part 1. Just the tone it holds and the overall character moment is just amazing. But the fact that it's actually in one episode too, like, I mean, shit, that kind of makes it better. The episode is really well paced. The tone is cool and pretty dark when considering what could have happened. And the introduction to Asuma is really cool and it sets up a lot of character dynamic and also sets up character moments. Next episode, an unrivaled match. Hokage Battle Royale. Like Fortnite?